Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a relic, I guess you could call it. It's an old mower that I found in one of the buildings on my property in Kentucky. And it's this guy right here. We're going to see if we can get this thing up and running. It is a Lazy Boy model. I don't know what model, what serial number, so stay tuned. One of the first things I noticed with this mower is, I don't know if anybody out there with a keen eye would notice, the blades are on upside down. And it's odd that it has two blades to begin with. But yeah, they're upside down, and they're quite sharp. Like it's never, well, I'm sure it's never cut grass right, because you can't really cut grass with the backside of the blade. That's kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll take these off, flip it over, and all that good stuff. And she got a little bit of rust. She's a little rusty, a little crusty, but that's okay. They don't make them like this anymore, that's for sure. This is some pretty heavy metal. It is self-propelled. You can see the self-propelled drive here. It goes up and does a little clam thing on the wheel, a little clamp thing on the wheel. So yeah, this is not something I want to do right now. I want to see if I can get it running, but I don't want to blow this belt. This belt looks pretty sad. Let's see if I can get some numbers off of it, maybe a size, and we'll go from there. So let's get this thing ready to go apart, and we'll go from there. As you can see, this belt is pretty well rusted into the pulley. I'd like to get it out of there without destroying it. I'm pulling on it for a few minutes here, and it's not really coming out of there. So I don't know if I can save this belt so I can get a length out of it. I'd like to. That won't come off easy enough. Look at the rust in there. Just coming off in big chunks. Yeah, we'll have to clean them up. Let's see if we can get this one out. There we go. Got her free. Let's see if we can get it off the motor. There's really no room in there. Well, they sure didn't make it easy to change this belt if it ever broke on you. It's all in there pretty tight. It's this thing don't focus for nothing. It's Gates belt, 74, 75, 14, 147S. Yeah. Well, at least we got a number off of it. So that's a start. Probably have to pull the clutch off to get that out of there, but I don't want to do that right now. It's pretty crusty. Anyways, let's move on to the next step. Well, the first thing we want to do is check to see if we have any spark. So pull this. Ooh, that's pretty crusty there. We'll pull the spark plug out and see the condition of that. That come out pretty easy. Whew. That's not a very good sign. Smells like oil and gas. I don't have one on the shelf, but we'll use the old spark plug cleaner. Back in my snowmobiling days. It's a little crusty. Let's see if we can clean this up a little. Make some contact. The blaster didn't do that great of a job, but yeah, probably good enough. That's a little rusty in there. Let's see if I can clean that out a little inside there. What's on there? Let's see if we get spark. Nothing. Nope, nothing. Alright, that means top's got to come off. Probably points and condenser. Looking at the age of this thing, it's probably got points and condenser in it. So we'll take the top off and go from there. There's no air filter in there. It's just an empty cage. We'll have to fix that too. That's off, that's on, so that was working. Choke lever. All the carburetor stuff seems to be working. Alright, let's take these bolts out. Let's get this thing apart. What surprises we got under here? Nothing. That's good. Let's get this recoil clutch off of here. A couple 1/4-inch drive. And tiny screws. Okay, now we'll just knock this thing off. I used to have a flywheel tool and wrench, but you know, I don't have that anymore. It's been so many years since I worked on these things. So we'll just take our chances and hope we don't break the tabs off of that thing. Now, this cap has a tendency, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little crack right in there. That holds all the ball bearings in there. It's a good idea to put the bolts back in there, so when you're wrapping on this thing, that thing doesn't fly out and all the bearings go flying. Finger tight's good enough. Just keep that cap on there. And I used to work on these things all the time when I was a kid. Mini bikes, go-karts. Let's see if she comes loose without breaking the ears off. Let me get a brass punch. Well, that don't look too bad under there. The spring washer. It has a cup to it. I don't know if you can see that. It's called a spring washer. Now let's see if we can get this thing off without mangling everything else. I remember when I was a kid doing this kind of stuff on a mini bike. It might have been a go-kart, I don't know. It was one of them engines. I was prying on it, banging on it, it wasn't coming loose. It cracked a hole in the block. Yeah, that wasn't nice. It wasn't fun. There you go. Yep. And the points and condenser are underneath there. Flywheel looks like it's in pretty good shape. Well, hopefully we can just clean all the contacts in there and get her going. But you know, as long as this thing has been sitting around, I don't know if that's the case. But we'll see. I mean, I've been surprised before, so anything can happen. What's under door number 1? They put a little sealant there so water doesn't get in there. So you kind of just got to work it until it breaks free. And there it goes. It's nice and clean under here anyhow. The seal don't look too bad. I've seen worse. Points look okay. They're not dirty, so I imagine that the condenser is kaput. That would be my guess. I don't want to lose that key. I mean, the points are opening and closing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Watch right here. You'll see the points open and close. See, close and open. So they're opening and closing. In my experience, it looks like it's gapped fairly well. So I don't imagine there's anything wrong with the gapping on it. You hear the ball bearings in there that you don't want to lose. Don't think I have any points and condenser on the shelf. Let me run a little bit of sandpaper on there and see if that does anything. I'm going to turn it until it closes, so there's a clamp force on there. So when I pull the sandpaper out, it actually does something. Well, there is a little bit of crap on there. Huh. Might just need to be cleaned. Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff on there. Not a lot, but enough to possibly make it not spark. Oop, you don't want to do that. Be careful on these things, they go flying sometimes. I don't know. And one way to find out is crank her up, see if she sparks. Put it back together real quick, just give it a test. We're not going to go too tight with this because we want to be able to take it off easy. So we'll just give it a light tap here and there. We're not going to put the screen on or anything like that. Let's see if this thing is going to spark or not. It's on. Ground's not connected. Oh yeah, do you see that? You see that? Oh yeah, sparking like a champ. Oh yeah, she's gonna run. She's gonna run. I like that. Okay, now that we know it's sparking, we can tighten her back down, put the screen back on. Heck yeah. That's exciting. Did you guys see it spark? I did. That was awesome. I have no idea how long this thing has been sitting. My guess is, by looking on the internet, I've seen pictures of this thing. This thing was made in the late 60s, early 70s or something like that. And looking at how much use it's got, I'd imagine it's probably been, oh, I don't know, 30 years since this thing has ran. But she's sparking. She's sparking, that's a good sign. Let's tighten her back up again. We just go until it starts turning the flywheel. it'll feel kind of solid at that point. You'll see it won't, in relationship, it won't move no more. We'll call that good. Put the screen back on. Yeah, she's a sparking fool. Little tiny screws, gotta love it. Don't have to be too tight. It's gotta be good and snug. Those strip out real easy if you go too tight. We don't want to do that. We might have to do something with this carburetor first. I think I want to pull this tank off before I get too involved in that. Yeah, I want to pull this tank off and the carburetor off. I don't know if you can see in there. You see it? Little mouse nest in there. We got to get all that out of there. Probably gonna have to use a wrench on that. Oh, these spam callers. I hate them. Take this wire out. Disconnect. There's a little tab here. You just push up on it and the wire comes right out. Like that. That's the kill switch. Get the throttle linkage off of there. There we go. And that's the tank and carburetor. At least it was empty. Alright, let's take her to the bench and clean her up. Of course, when I say bench, I actually mean floor. We got a little bit of mud dauber action going on in here. I don't know if you can see that, so we'll have to clean that out. I'm not sure I want to take the carburetor off the tank because it'll tear that gasket. I just want to get the debris out of the tank. Looks like you got everything out here finally. Wow, that was a lot of crap. Alright, let me clean this mess up. Let's get this carburetor and gas tank back in there. It's all cleaned out pretty good. Looks like something's pushing on it. I don't know what it is. Put that wire on, did I? You guys are supposed to remind me. I gotta take it all apart again. Let's check for spark again. Oh yeah, she's still sparking. I'm sure I'll probably lube that up a little while I get it off. Oh, I see what's going on. She's a little smashed. That's a little better. There you go. Anybody know what I did with the plug socket? Think it'll do anything if I just pull on it without putting gas in it? Let's see. Yeah. I didn't think it would. Let's dump a little down our throat. Use some of this 2-cycle. Just to lubricate the top a little bit. And that's a little bit of the good stuff. Put the choke on. I don't know where you're supposed to put your feet on this thing. Ooh, did you hear it? It popped. Oh yeah, she's gonna run. She gonna run, buddy. Yeah. Let's give her a little more. Good sauce here. Woo! Yeah, she's a squealer. That clutch needs a little attention, but she's gonna run. I have to pull this off again. Put a little grease down in there. Get rid of the squealer. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of gas in there and see what happens. Might work, might not. I don't know, but that carburetor might need some help. We'll just put a little gas in there. I said a little gas. Holy Toledo's. That's a lot of gas, like a full tank. Yeah, about that. Okay. Yeah, a little more than a little bit of gas in there. Oh, that's right, this thing was squealing. Gotta put a little oil in there. Let's take that off again. At least you'll get to see what's inside there. There you go, that's what's inside there. There's all the balls. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on this, or grease, lube it up. Sometimes you can spin these and the balls will get out of the way, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen today. I'm gonna grease a little bit on the seal. Pop that back on there. Give it a little tappy tap tap tap. Make sure it's all the way down. You can see a little crack along here. Just want to close that crack off. Keeps moisture out of there. Not too tight. Just spins. This is where it's deformed a little. Maybe I'll give it a little tap and straighten her out a little. Oh, look at that. Damn bugs, they put their homes everywhere, don't they? That looks pretty straight. All right, let's see if it'll work this time. Okay, we got everything in there. Let's see what happens. Oh, she's pumping gas. At least I thought she was. Put the choke back on again. Oh yeah, she's pumping. Oh yeah, buddy. She's gonna run. She's gonna run. I need to get a cap on this. I'm spilling gas all over the place. Will that work? Yeah. Looks like it might work. As long as it keeps it from spilling, I guess we'll be okay. Let's try it again. Wow, it lifted the rug up. I didn't think it would do that. I didn't think it would do that at all. But she's running. Kinda. Maybe we take this outside. Yeah, probably a good idea. Take it outside. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to stay running. she might need some carburetor work. A little bit of oil in the muffler cooking off. Kill switch works. I think she's starving for gas. The cap might be on too tight. No air. There we go. Yeah, try that again. Huh. Did we lose spark? May have lost spark. Yeah, I'm not seeing no spark. I'm not seeing any spark. I don't know. Let's pull the plug. Let's take a look. Plug is dry. Let's double check the spark. Alright, she's sparking. She's just not getting any gas, I guess. Might have to go through the carburetor, clean her all up. She ran for a minute there though. Only sparking sometimes. Condenser might have went, or the points got all dirty again. She's only sparking sometimes. Well, we know it runs. Well, we're gonna call that good for now. It's getting late, it's getting dark. We'll call this part one. The saga continues. Yeah, this whole thing, I don't know how many years it's been since it ran last, but I don't know if you guys are as surprised as I am that it fired right up or not. But I'm pretty shocked. I didn't think it was going to do that. Might be worth actually doing something with it. So, with that, we'll leave you there. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button. Click subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.